And the analog era, ladies and gentlemen, it's characterized by what we call the linear thinking, wide and open freeway, where organizations were hierarchical and bureaucratic. This is what the world has known for the last maybe 30, 40 years. And when you have this sort of mindset, this sort of thinking, it naturally translates into the performance of that organization. So you have a vision, and from the vision you can clearly set your objectives, have your strategy, and you can predict what the future is going to be like. And this is how the world has been like for the last couple of years. Unfortunately for us, we are living in times of uncertainties, ladies and gentlemen, where Prahad would tell you that there's something called the Zygmunt curve. This is the era of creative destruction, an era full of surprises, ladies and gentlemen. So today a company is up, the next moment he's down. The times when a manager can sit in his office and say, okay, I can tell that I'm going to have maybe this size of the market in this particular economy or in this particular industry or this particular sector. Those times are gone, ladies and gentlemen. We are living in times that are clearly marked by innovation, upgrading, discontinuity, complexity, turbulence, ladies and gentlemen, and interconnectivity. Times where intelligence and skills are assets. We used to talk about the asset of a company being the materials, the buildings, and whatever. We are living in times where the human factor, ladies and gentlemen, are the greatest asset that one can think about. And that is what we are in now. And one of the things that is driving this thing are four factors. The first one is what I call rapid technological advancement. The second one is what I call the dominance of free enterprise system. And the fourth one is what I call the increase in knowledge. And finally, globalization. So the question we must ask ourselves, ladies and gentlemen, is that how do we therefore position our local businesses in the global economy to guarantee, number one, credibility, and number two, acceptability? In business, there's something we call the vote of confidence. And I can guarantee you, the person with the greatest power to vote for your confidence is the customer. And then your imaginative staff, what I call the team members in that organization. What that means is that leaders of industry, captains of industry, are going to now begin to ask themselves three major questions. The first is, what is our business strategy in times of uncertainty? The second is, what is our business philosophy? Number three, you're going to have to ask yourself, even when you are applying technology in the business, there are some questions you must ask about yourself. Number one, are we looking for short-term value from the customer? And therefore, that is what we are strategizing for, or we are looking for a lifetime value from the customer. We're also going to have to ask ourselves, are we using the database that we have currently to help us meet the needs and differentiate our services to the customer? I'll give a practical example. I was sponsored by the CEDA, Canadian International Development Agency, to go and do a seminar in Ethiopia maybe about 8 years ago. And they put me in Hilton Hotel. When I got to Hilton Hotel, they took my data. As soon as I got back to Ghana, I got an email from Hilton Hotel. Dear Emmanuel, thank you for coming to stay with us here. We are delighted you stayed with us here. We hope that next time when you are in Addis Ababa, you come and stay with us. However, and this is the catch, even if you don't want to come and stay with us, and there's anything we can do for you whilst you are in Addis Ababa, don't hesitate to let us know. And listen to me, from that time, this 8 years ago, every 14th day of March, which is my birthday, I receive a mail from Hilton Hotel, Addis Ababa. What are they doing? They just took my passport, scanned it, and everything about me was captured. What do you need? Telephone number, email, name. That's it. Today we have been to restaurants. They don't even ask you what's your name. We've been to banks. They have your data. Not one time has a bank sent you a mail, happy birthday.